The best Wi-Fi 6 mesh routers take whole home wireless speeds to the next level. Wi-Fi 6 802.11x has allowed mesh systems to deliver full gigabit speeds quickly throughout a large house by getting even more performance out of the available spectrum. Wi-Fi 6 lets compact routers hit gigabit speeds on their own in over 500 megabits per second while deployed as a mesh. With more phones than ever, including Wi-Fi 6 support, and families asking more of their internet connections than ever, is an excellent time to upgrade to Wi-Fi 6. What are the best Wi-Fi 6 mesh routers? If you're looking for a nice balance that's a great fit for an internet connection over 500 megabits per second, the Netgear Orbee RBK752 is a solid choice thanks to a tri-band AX4200 setup. This Orbee system dedicates a fast Wi-Fi band to connecting the mesh, keeping speeds high and consistent throughout your home. The second best option is the Netgear Nighthawk MK62, designed for people who want a compact mesh system with enough speed for most people. A compact router and satellite design allow you to blanket your home in Wi-Fi for great coverage without needing to dedicate a ton of space to each unit. The TP-Link Echo X90 is one of the fastest and most powerful mesh systems you can get with an AX6600 tri-band connection and great coverage. It's an excellent choice if you're looking for a mesh system that can keep up with a high-speed internet connection. Sourced Netgear. 1. Netgear Orbee Wi-Fi 6 System RBK752. The best Wi-Fi 6 mesh router overall. $332 at Amazon. Bottom line, the RBK752 is a great fit for most people, with enough speed for just about any web activity. Orbee's dedicated backhaul band keeps your rates consistent even when you've got a lot of devices connected to a satellite. Pros. Cons. The RBK752 is laser-focused, delivering a consistent Wi-Fi 6 experience with a ton of mesh capacity and excellent software. It includes one base router and a satellite and can cover approximately 5,000 square feet with its tri-band 6 antenna setup. This Orbee is in line with the older Orbees regarding size and appearance, with a two-tone gray and matte white housing. Wi-Fi 6 speeds come in at AX4200, which breaks down to 600 megabits per second on the 2.4 GHz channel and 1,200 megabits per second on the 5 GHz band. The remaining 5 GHz channel can operate up to 2,400 megabits per second, however, it's dedicated to the connection between the Orbee units. This speed should be more than enough for most home network use, including multiple 4K video streams. The base unit has one uplink gigabit Ethernet port and 3 Ethernet ports for wired devices. You can also combine the uplink with the other Ethernet ports for link aggregation, allowing for a faster uplink to your router. The satellite has 2 Ethernet ports to connect to more wired devices. This makes it a good fit for a home office or media center that needs a wired connection. Netgear Orbee RBK752 is controlled by the robust Orbee app that allows you to control each device individually. The Android version of the app lets you test and record your connection throughout your home to determine the best place for your satellites for top speed. A traffic meter is included to keep an eye on your usage if you have a data cap. An optional Netgear Armor subscription adds great security features with enhanced parental controls for your network. Netgear Orbee Wi-Fi 6 System RBK752. Netgear Orbee Wi-Fi 6 brings the next wave of mesh with fast AX420 speeds. It's ideal for broad coverage with a lot of devices. Sourced Netgear. 2. Netgear Nighthawk MK62. The best value Wi-Fi 6 mesh router overall. $201 at Amazon. Bottom line, if you want a compact router with more than enough speed for most people, the Netgear Nighthawk MK62 is a solid choice. With a tiny housing, Wi-Fi 6 allows you to get more speed than ever without dedicating a bunch of shelf space to a large mesh node. Pros. Cons. While you give up some speed compared to the larger and more expensive mesh systems, the AX1800 speeds of the Netgear Nighthawk MK62 should be more than enough for most homes. These speeds break down to 1,200 megabits per second on the 5 GHz band, with 600 megabits per second on the 2.4 GHz band. 4K streams should be a breeze, and if you need a few more wired connections, a network switch could connect to one of the gigabit LAN ports available on each router. Netgear claims these routers can cover a 3,000 square foot home, and of course, more satellite units could be added down the line. This is helped by compatibility with Wi-Fi certified eMesh. eMesh is a Wi-Fi standard developed to help ensure future compatibility with mesh products. It's all brought together with Netgear's robust Nighthawk app. The Nighthawk Mesh Wi-Fi 6 system from Netgear takes on compact AC-only mesh systems with compact housing and an understated design. Measuring only 4.8 inches wide and 2.5 inches tall, each router has a smaller footprint than a CD case. This compact design makes this mesh system one of the easiest to integrate. Into a home. Netgear's Nighthawk app is used for management and setup, making it easy to monitor your network usage and add satellites. You can even manage your network remote LYI if you find you need to add or remove internet connectivity from devices, even when you're away from home. You can also subscribe to Netgear Armor, which adds internet security from Bitdefender and enables more in-depth device controls. Netgear Nighthawk Whole Home Mesh Wi-Fi 6 System MK62. Fast enough for most people in a small housing that can blend in anywhere. Build your Wi-Fi 6 mesh with the Nighthawk MK62 system. Source: Samuel Contreras, Android Central. 3. TP-Link Deco X90. The best Wi-Fi 6 upgrade. $450 at Amazon. Bottom line, the TP-Link Deco X90 is one of the fastest mesh systems around, with a great coverage and a fast mesh link thanks to a tri-band connection. It covers up to 6,000 square feet out of the box and can be expanded with any other Deco router. Pros. Cons. The TP-Link Deco X90 is a very fast mesh Wi-Fi router with an AX6600 tri-band connection. The speeds break down to 4,804 megabits per second on one 5 GHz band and 1,201 megabits per second on the other. The 2.4 GHz band offers an additional 574 megabits per second for older devices or those that need a little more range. 4 antennas provide dedicated coverage, with 2 more connected to other Decos. With 8 streams, each Deco X90 node has plenty of power for just about anything. A Deco X90 set with 2 nodes covers up to 6,000 square feet. TP-Link's AI-driven mesh uses the router's software to provide the best coverage possible, depending on the specific challenge of your home. Still, if you find you need more coverage, the Deco X90 can be expanded with any other Deco router. This means you can use more X90 nodes, other Wi-Fi 6 Decos, or even older Wi-Fi 5 Decos. The Deco X90 nodes are rather tall at 8.3 inches, so you'll need to think a little more about how you place them. With a matte white housing, the X90 nodes don't stand out too much and really wouldn't look bad if left visible. Keep in mind, each node only has 2 Ethernet ports. One is used for internet connection. So if you have many wired devices, you may need to pair this system with a switch. The Deco system is easy to set up with the Deco app and only takes a few minutes. Home Shield is included with this system and incorporates parental controls in some security features. While there is a paid tier, most people will have everything they need with the free version, including content filters, profiles, and TP-Link Deco X90. The Deco X90 is one of the fastest Wi-Fi 6 mesh systems you can get with tri-band AX6600 speeds and ample expansion capabilities. View at Amazon. View at Amazon. View at Amazon. Source: Asus. 4. Asus Zen Wi-Fi XT8. The best Wi-Fi 6 mesh router for home network security. $400 at Amazon. Bottom line, Asus has created one of the best fast tri-band mesh systems and takes it to the next level with a good compatibility and included software. AI Mesh software allows any AI Mesh router to expand the mesh, and Free AI Protection Pro adds network security and advanced parental controls. Pros. Cons. Asus was one of the first networking companies to commit to mesh networking with its robust AI Mesh software that works on most routers regardless of whether they were explicitly designed for a mesh. Asus has repeatedly proven its abilities with the Zen Wi-Fi XT8, which features a sleek and reasonably compact design with incredible capabilities. The routers come in white or charcoal colors and have 3 available Ethernet ports on the back of each. The Zen Wi-Fi XT8 is capable of wireless speeds up to AX6600 with a tri-band setup. That is 574 megabits per second at 2.4 GHz and 1,201 megabits per second and 4,804 megabits per second on its 2 5 GHz bands. While most connections today max out at 1 gigabit per second, the Zen Wi-Fi is ready for the future with a 2.5 gigabits per second input for faster internet speeds, or more realistically, a fast wired home network. If you want to expand your mesh, you'll need an Asus router that supports AI Mesh and will be best served by a tri-band Wi-Fi 6 capable router. The Zen Wi-Fi XT8 can cover up to 5,500 square feet, so most homes should be covered. Still, it's nice that you can use an older Asus router as an expansion in low-priority areas. AI Protection Pro is an unmatched value in home networking. AI Protection Pro is included for the product's life and comes with network security using Trend Micro's official database. It also has advanced parental controls that allow you to control all of your kids' devices with schedules and content filters. Asus Zen Wi-Fi X Whole Home Tri-Band Mesh Wi-Fi 6 System XT8. The Asus Zen Wi-Fi XT8 is one of the fastest Wi-Fi 6 mesh systems available, with a fast 2.5 gigabits per second WAN port and easy AI mesh expansion. Source: Eero 5. Eero Pro 6. The best Wi-Fi 6 mesh router for easy expansion. $599 at Amazon. Bottom line, Eero's fastest router ever enables gigabit mesh speeds thanks to a quick tri-band AX420 setup. With compact housing and compatibility with all other Eeros, this is easy to upgrade an existing Eero mesh or create a new one. Pros. Cons. More people than ever are upgrading to gigabit internet. Unfortunately, getting a mesh system fast enough to support it usually means you'll have to find space for a reasonably large node in several rooms of your house. Eero Pro 6 goes a long way to fix this with its tri-band AX420 speed and a compact 2.1-inch Talon 5.3-inch wide housing. The rates break down to 2,402 megabits per second and 1,201 megabits per second on either of the 5 GHz bands, with 574 megabits per second on the 2.4 GHz band. With 8 spatial streams, even high-end laptops should be able to make the most of the connection. Each Eero Pro 6 node can cover up to 2,000 square feet, with the 3-pack covering 6,000. Like all wireless routers, this can vary greatly if your home has a lot of interference, like dense walls. Still, with 3 less powerful nodes, Eero's approach with the Pro 6 should allow for a lot of flexibility in the mesh setup. If you have any older Eeros, you can use them to expand your Eero Pro 6 mesh thanks to full compatibility with all Eero routers. Keep in mind that in areas where you connect to the slower Eeros, your speed will only be as fast as those older Eeros. Software isn't the first thing most people think of when shopping for a router, but Eero's app and consistent software updates have shown how convenient it can be too. Have a wealth of settings and network statistics at your fingertips. The UI is well designed, and setup is a breeze whether you're setting up for the first time or adding more nodes. Eero supports some nice features like IPv6 WPA3, and even port forwarding from the app. Eero Secure is a subscription software suite available on Eero systems. The base Eero Secure subscription has improved network security, parental controls, with content filtering, ad blocking, and even VIP support. For a low monthly rate, this is an excellent package to have, especially if you have students on your network. Eero Secure adds antivirus software, a password manager, and a VPN subscription to that for a bit more. Amazon Eero Pro 6 Tri-Band Mesh Wi-Fi 6 System. The fastest Eero ever is designed to deliver gigabit internet even when you're connected to a remote node. Source: TP-Link. 6. TP-Link Deco X20. The best value Wi-Fi 6 mesh router with a great coverage. $250 at Amazon. Bottom line, TP-Link's Deco series is one of the best values for covering a large area. X1800 will keep up with most standard usage, and dual Ethernet ports in each node make it easy to get your home connected. Pros. Cons. The TP-Link Deco X20 is an excellent value for a Wi-Fi 6 mesh system, especially considering you get 3 nodes in the box to provide coverage up to 5,800 square feet. In a white cylindrical housing, measuring 4.33 inches in diameter and 4.49 inches tall, it should be easy to find space for these in any room. Inside there are 4 antennas and powering its X1800 dual-band connection. It's nice that each one also has 2 gigabit Ethernet ports on the back. This can help get some wired devices online, such as a PC in a home office. Gamers also benefit since consoles could be connected to the node via Ethernet, improving connection consistency. All of this will be configured with TP-Link's app so that you will need a device running at least iOS 9.0 or Android 4.4. However, this shouldn't be a problem for most people, and the app will help you set the devices up in a robust configuration. TP-Link Deco routers are compatible with Amazon Alexa and come with TP-Link's HomeCare software. HomeCare comes with antivirus security for your network and advanced parental controls. HomeCare also allows for great quality of service to keep speeds up even with heavy usage. TP-Link Deco X20 Wi-Fi 6 Mesh Wi-Fi System. The Deco X20 has 3 nodes covering up to 5,800 square feet at X1800 speeds. 2 Ethernet ports on each unit make expansion easy. Source: Asus. 7. ROG Raptor Gtx 1100. The best Wi-Fi 6 mesh router for gamers. $432 at Amazon. Bottom line, the ROG Raptor GTX 11000 is one of the fastest gaming routers you can get, with 3 bands running at maximum Wi-Fi 6 speeds. If you want to build a mesh, you can combine it with more AI mesh routers, including another Raptor if you want, without giving up your gaming optimizations. You can even use compact Zen Wi-Fi nodes to get the best of both worlds. Pros. Cons. The most important aspects for a gaming router are low and consistent ping times and plenty of speed when you need it. The ROG Raptor GTX 11000 from Asus is some of the best examples of these elements, with a tri-band AX11000 connection that breaks down to 4,804 megabits per second on either of the 5 GHz bands, with another 1148 Mbps at 2.4 GHz. This router also has a fast 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet port prioritized for gaming for a better connection than Wi-Fi can provide. For the most part, gamers should be using a wired connection for competitive gaming, but that's not always possible. Luckily, the Wi-Fi 6 connection on this router is about as good a backup as you can ask for with two 5 GHz bands, so you have plenty of capacity for all of your devices. Most Wi-Fi 6 devices, like the PS5, will only connect at 1201 Mbps, but high-end gaming PCs can connect it up to 2402 megabits per second with a strong signal. This is more than enough for gaming, downloading, and streaming, and is more than likely significantly faster than your internet connection anyways. If you're able to go with a full wired connection for your gaming devices, ASUS has packed in plenty of ports. There is a gigabit Ethernet port for your internet connection next to 4 gigabit Ethernet ports for wired devices. There's also a 2.5 gigabits per second port, perfect for getting an ultra-fast connection from your gaming PC or even a fast NUS. ASUS has loaded this router with its full software suite, including AI Protection Pro, which has built-in security and advanced parental controls. AI Mesh allows you to easily connect this router to another ASUS AI Mesh-enabled router in a mesh configuration. For the best results, a tri-band router is recommended but not required. The Raptor's tri-band connection will allow you to keep your mesh link in devices on separate bands to reduce congestion as well. Raptor Gtx 1100. The Raptor Gtx 11000 is a fast router for gaming, but you can add another AI mesh router if you need more coverage. View at Amazon. View at Newegg. View at Amazon. Source: Arish Janalagada, Android Central. 8. Amplify Alien Router. The best Wi-Fi 6 mesh router for remote work. $380 at Best Buy. Bottom line, the Amplify Alien is a fast router with a combined 7,685 megabits per second of capacity. A color display on the front keeps you informed, and Amplify is excellent. Teleport software makes working remotely as if you were on your home network simple and secure. Pros. Cons. Amplify Alien is a faster router with a ton of great features. A 5 GHz band utilizing Wi-Fi 5 in addition to a 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz band using Wi-Fi 6 allows the Alien to hit 7,685 megabits per second of combined wireless capacity. For Wi-Fi 6 clients, this breaks down into 1,148 megabits per second and 4,804 megabits per second available. It's more than enough speed for a gigabit connection and should be sufficient for years to come. A single Alien router covers up to 3,000 square feet, and a pack with a similarly equipped mesh point takes that up to 6,000 square feet. The Alien router has 4 Ethernet ports on the back for wired devices, while the mesh point has none. You can create a mesh with multiple routers if you need the extra Ethernet. Amplify Alien comes in a cylindrical housing measuring 9.84 inches tall with a 4.33-inch diameter. The power and WAN port are located on the bottom, allowing for a perfect wireless-only setup. The 4 Ethernet ports are located on the back, vertically oriented. On the front of the router is a 4.7-inch touch screen that show your network information in real time. Setting up your Amplify mesh is simple with the Amplify app. You can manage connected devices and set up family profiles to enable time-managed internet access. You also get access to Amplify Teleport, which allows you to connect to your home network while you're away from home securely and quickly. Amplify Alien Router. Great coverage and incredible speeds make an Amplify Alien Mesh a great choice for someone looking to get the most out of a gigabit connection. Source: Eero 9, Eero 6. The best Wi-Fi 6 mesh router for great software. $83 at Amazon. Bottom line, Eero 6 brings excellent speed at an affordable price for connections up to 500 megabits per second. The great Eero app lets you add this router to your existing Eero mesh or start a new one. Pros. Cons. Wi-Fi 6 is taking the already solid performance of the Eero router up a notch with Wi-Fi 6. Eero 6 comes with an AX1800 dual-band connection capable of 1201 Mbps in the 5 GHz band and another 574 megabits per second for devices on the 2.4 GHz band. Since the mesh will share the 5 GHz band with devices, Eero only recommends this router for internet connections up to 500 megabits per second. If you have a studio apartment or small home, Eero 6 alone can deliver gigabit Wi-Fi speeds. And Eero 6 alone can cover up to 1,500 square feet. This router isn't designed to work alone and works best when deployed with other Eeros. You should pair it with another Wi-Fi 6 Eero for the best possible speed, such as the Eero 6 Extender or even the faster Eero 6 Pro. You can add it to a Wi-Fi 5 Eero mesh. Though it will reduce your top speeds if you're connected to a slower Wi-Fi 5 band. Eero 6 has 2 Ethernet ports, though one will be used for your internet connection. This is the base router for your mesh. Eero 6 comes in at just 3.91 inches wide and 3.82 inches deep. Of course, this router is designed to sit flat on a table or shelf, so expect to dedicate a bit of space to it. Still, compared to many other similar routers, Eero 6 is remarkably compact. Eero's setup and management app are robust, so people want almost any option, including port forwarding and IPv6 support. Eeros will also automatically update themselves to make sure your network is secure. There is an optional Eero Secure and Eero Secure subscription available that can add advanced filtering for inappropriate content as well as antivirus software, a VPN service, and a password manager. Eero 6 Dual Band Mesh Router. Get a compact Eero mesh router with enough speed for a 500 megabits per second connection while deployed in a mesh. Add this router to an existing Eero mesh or use it to form the base for a new mesh. Sourced Netgear. 10. Netgear Orbee Wi-Fi 6 system with DOCSIS 3.1 cable modem CBK752. The best Wi-Fi 6 mesh router with a built-in modem. $538 at Amazon. Bottom line, combine your cable modem and router and simplify your mesh network with the Netgear Orbee CBK752. A DOCSIS 3.1 modem can keep up with any cable connection, and an AX4200 Orbee router makes sure you have plenty of coverage for any size home. Pros. Cons. If you have cable internet, your ISP probably tried to get you to pay an additional monthly fee for a router that doesn't deliver great performance. The Netgear Orbee CBK752 is a fast AX4200 Wi-Fi 6 mesh system with a DOCSIS 3.1 modem that can handle the fastest speeds a cable ISP can deliver, with a theoretical max download speed of 10 gigabits per second. The router side offers a fast mesh connection similar to the Orbee RBK752 and even uses the same satellites. That means 600 megabits per second at 2.4 GHz plus 1400 megabits per second at 5 GHz for connected clients with a dedicated 2400 megabits per second 5 GHz backhaul. This mesh system with a router and satellite covers 5,000 square feet, though you can add additional satellites if more coverage is needed. An additional RBS 750 satellite will add 2,500 square feet. The base router has 4 open Ethernet ports, and the satellite has 2 Ethernet ports. You could also use an RBS 850 satellite for expansion, with 4 Ethernet ports. Orbee routers are a bit tall and awkward, though their minimal depth makes them reasonably easy to place. The base router comes in at 9.6 inches tall, 7.7 inches wide, and 3.5 inches deep. The satellite is more compact, 9.1 inches tall, 7.2 inches wide, and 2.8 inches deep. The setup uses the Orbee app, allowing easy setup and management. For example, you can see all connected devices and restrict internet access. You can also see the quality of each satellite's connection to ensure you're getting as much speed as possible. You can also subscribe to Netgear Armor, which includes security features powered by Bitdefender and additional device controls. The modem is compatible with all major US cable service providers, and you will need to contact your ISP to activate the modem for use. Netgear Orbee Wi-Fi 6 with DOCSIS 3.1 cable modem CBK752. Combine your modem and router without giving up fast Wi-Fi 6 mesh support with Orbee CBK752. This mesh system has 1 RBS 750 satellite for 5,000 square feet off coverage. Source: Samuel Contreras, Android Central. 11. Asus Zen Wi-Fi ET8. The best Wi-Fi 6E mesh router. $529 at Amazon. Bottom line, the Zen Wi-Fi ET8 is one of the first mesh Wi-Fi 6E routers available, and it's an excellent fit for many people. With a tri-band connection, it works great with both newer 6 GHz devices and 5 GHz devices. Pros. Cons. The Zen Wi-Fi ET8 from Asus is a compact tri-band mesh Wi-Fi kit with Wi-Fi 6E support. The speeds break down to 574 megabits per second at 2.4 GHz for legacy devices, 1201 megabits per second at 5 GHz for most Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 6 devices, plus 4,804 megabits per second at 6 GHz for newer devices. On the back are 3 gigabit Ethernet ports for LAN devices and a 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet port that can be used for WAN or LAN. There is also a USB 3.1 port that can be used for network storage or even a phone for tethering. Wi-Fi 6E is an evolution of Wi-Fi 6 with faster speeds and great capacity, available at 6 GHz. There are many more channels with 160 MHz support available in this new spectrum, which can significantly reduce the effects of congestion. Still, only a handful of devices support Wi-Fi 6E, such as the Asus Zenfone 8, so it's not a great fit for everyone just yet. Asus makes setup easy with a robust app and an in-depth web interface. Compared to other mesh systems, Asus gives customers a lot more access to advanced controls. For example, AI protection is included with the great parental controls and security for free. ASUS also allows you to use any other AI mesh compatible routers, including older Zen Wi-Fi kits or another ET8 kit. ASUS Zen Wi-Fi ET8. The ASUS Zen Wi-Fi ET8 is a fast mesh system boosted by 6 GHz support that can be used for devices the backhaul, or both. Bottom line, most people simply don't need much more than gigabit speeds on their home Wi-Fi networks. Luckily, even Wi-Fi 6 mesh systems are available for people that don't need a ton of speed but still want to take advantage of the other advancements. While some great Wi-Fi 6E routers are already available, including a couple of mesh systems, Wi-Fi 6 still makes the most sense right now for an upgrade thanks to great phone compatibility and lower prices. Most of the best Android phones support Wi-Fi 6, and Wi-Fi 6 can help you make the most of them with faster and more consistent speeds than Wi-Fi 5. Wi-Fi 6 mesh systems bring features like MIMO and better handling of multiple connections to your whole home. Not many devices sold in the past couple of years support Wi-Fi 6, but many new phones support the protocol. Thankfully, all of these routers support older versions of Wi-Fi to maintain compatibility, with the added benefit of better connections between the base router and satellite units. Can you make your own mesh? Something to keep in mind about mesh networks is that pretty much any router with a powerful enough CPU and enough RAM can technically act as a mesh router. ASUS has taken this further than most other manufacturers by including its AI mesh in nearly all its routers. So it is technically possible to put together your own Wi-Fi 6 mesh with compatible routers, but the setup process will be more complicated than a complete mesh system. This technology is more promising with Wi-Fi 6 routers thanks to the improved capacity and speeds over previous generations. In addition, TP-Link and Linksys also started to include support in their standard routers for mesh expansion. So, this can be a significant upgrade path for those that want to start with a traditional router and only upgrade as necessary. Credits the team that worked on this guide. Samuel Contreras. When Samuel is not writing about networking and carriers, he spends most of his time researching computer components and obsessing over what CPU goes into the ultimate Windows 98 computer. It's the Pentium 3. We may earn a commission for purchases using our links. Learn more, faster with 6GHz. These Android phones support Wi-Fi 6E. Wi-Fi 6E routers are making their way onto the market, and Android is the first platform to embrace the technology, with several high-end devices already offering full support. Another perk to consider, Wi-Fi 6E uses newly available 6 GHz spectrum to improve the speed and capacity of Wi-Fi 6. Here's our list of Android phones that support Wi-Fi 6E. Wi-Fi everywhere. Instead of buying an Eero mesh router, check out these alternatives. Looking for an alternative to Eero's mesh Wi-Fi routers? There are a few great options to choose from. No Nest? No problem. Looking for alternatives to Nest Wi-Fi? Here are the best options. Google's Nest Wi-Fi might be some of the best-known mesh networking hardware on the market, but it's far from the only option available. If you're looking for alternatives, there are plenty, and many of them blow Google out of the water.